right? Or am I confusing them?
It's diamonds.
Oh, yeah.
And B, there's only 2 jobs I've ever needed a mask. The time me and Groot knocked over a top-secret lab.
Really?
Oh, yeah. The other time was when I borrowed a Glarnot mask and accidentally stole Groot from the Collector.
How'd you accidentally steal Groot?
You have to understand, Quill. I was on the run back then. The war was still raging strong, and them Kree scientists weren't exactly happy I left Half-World. I had to keep a low profile.
By robbing the Collector?
I was broke. And no offense, but the way the Collector plasters his face all over nowhere like he owns the place.
He doesn't own the place.
Someone had to knock him off his stupid flarkin' pedestal. The fact that I was drunk when I did it just makes it funnier.
Is there a bounty out for you that I should know about?
Relax. Anyways, I lifted one of them stupid Glarnot masks from some passed-out jerk at Mantlos, stumbled my way to the Collector's Emporium, put on the mask, flashed some shiny rocks I found, and when his assistant's back was turned, I bonked him on the head.
Oh, you're unbelievable.
I know. It was gravy after that. Once I was sure he was out, I started cleaning out the place. Woke up the next morning on a stolen transport with a bag of loot and Groot. Of course, he was just a baby back then. Barely taller than a weed.
Aw, baby Groot.
I knew right then and there that I had to take care of him. A cage ain't no place for guys like us. We've been partners in crime ever since.
That, I believe.
Believe what you want, Quill. Truth is truth.
When did you guys rob a secret lab?
It was before we came after you. This Signog named Wheeler reached out to me and Groot. Wanted us to steal a bioweapon from some research lab in Arago 7. Piece of cake for a crack team like me and Groot.
Wait. And Groot wore a mask for this?
Man, you should have seen him, Quill. Bark naked except for the stupid mask of Thanos. It was flarkin' hilarious.
Yeah, I bet.
That was until we realized the eggheads on Arago actually hired Wheeler to get us there.
6 out of 10 times it's a trap.
Yep. Turns out they wanted to study us. My implants, Groot's regeneration, super valuable to the right bidder. By the time I realized what was up, they'd got Groot. Locked him in a frickin' cage, Quill. Like an animal.
That's terrible.
Yep, well, joke's on them. We weren't about to be turned into science experiments anytime soon, so I went with Plan B. One explosive charge later, and ba-boom, we were home free.
And the bioweapon?
Sold it back to Wheeler for triple the price.
Nice.
Yep. Those were the days.
I'll just put this back.
At last, the hunt for Fin Fang Foom truly begins.
A monster that big's gonna leave serious marks all over the planet. Shouldn't be too hard to find.
The Milano isn't gonna self-destruct or anything while we're gone, right?
How many times do I gotta tell you? The ship probably ain't equipped with self-destruct systems.
All good, buddy?
I am Groot. I knew this day would come. I was destined to battle the Dragon Lord of Kakaranthara.
Bet you didn't think you'd be fighting him with this team of a-holes.
I did not. But I am thankful fate has granted me this honor.
We're gonna pull this off. I know it.
Of course. We have to. For Nikki.
I am Groot.
All right, let's do this.
Shivering tit wishes it's cold.
That's not really how that saying goes.
You want to correct me? Or you want to find Fin Fang Foom and save the galaxy?
I want Fin Fang Foom.
And the galaxy-saving thing, I guess. Assuming Hellbender even goes for this.
Lady Hellbender will go for it.
Okay, Well, I ain't seeing no boom poop.
We should look for Korathian hunt markers, testaments to the bravery of those who gave The legends of raining fire are true!
Any other legends we should know about?
Legends of glorious death!
Well, as long as it's glorious.
Watch out! We did not come here to be slain by ice and rocks. There is only one noble way to die on Machna 4, like so many of my people before us.
Someone remind Drax we ain't come here to die.
No one's dying! We're taking Foom alive. We're handing him over to Lady Hellbender alive. And we're getting her to help us take on the Church's armada.
So in this plan of ours, the armada part is where we die?
Maybe, but definitely not before that. All right, Drax, let's channel some of that excitement toward this rock.
I shall pretend it is the head of Fin Fang Foom.
Great. Drax just shattered the skull of the thing we're supposed to capture.
Bye-bye, Galaxy.
You have nothing to fear. They say that his bones cannot be crushed.
See?
Groot says he wants to take it all in. Take your time, buddy. Might be our last chance to take anything in.
Think Foom's in there? If fantasy books taught me anything, it's that dragons love to hang out inside mountains.
Groot wants to know if those books said anything about catching dragons.
I'm sure it had something to do with teamwork and trust.
You can't remember the details because you didn't read the whole thing.
I read a lot of different dragon books, okay? And there was always a mountain, and the good guys always win.
Ain't no one writing a book about us.
I think I see something up ahead!
Look, my people were here.
Didn't we see these in Drax's memories? When Mantis linked us all together?
Your Korathian hunt markers.
That's a lot of brave Korathians.
After Thanos raised Korath, my people were left broken, physically and mentally. Their exodus led many of them here in great numbers.
So how many of these hunters came back?
None.
They were all victims of Fin Fang Foom?
Not victims. They came for the ultimate battle. A truly glorious death.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're a part of something here?
Oh yeah, part of Foom's all-you-can-eat buffet.
I mean, walking in the footsteps of Drax's people, out here to save the galaxy, makes you want to believe in destiny.
I'm not trying to kill the moment or nothing, but everybody listed here was destined to be monster chow.
If we all die, we will die like proper Korathians.
If we all die, everyone dies. Magus is gonna consume everything.
Then let's catch Foom and make sure that doesn't happen. Okay, team. If we can't make quick work of this thing, then we got no right going after Fin Fang Foom.
Well said, Will. We will defeat this beast. We will capture Foom. It is our destiny. For the sake of the galaxy. Peter Quill, it is best to avoid the creature's breath. What the fuck? Mushrooms aren't usually this tough. Its stomach appears soft and punishable. We fight through the footsteps of so many of my people.
I just wish they cleared out the beasts a little better!
Big flat are sucking up all my shots!
Ugh! It's like a walking pile of pimples!
Let's pause it already! We really don't have time to mess around like this!
The journey to Fin Fang Foom must be savored!
Anyone else getting major Sector 9 flashbacks?
You remember Stumpy? Get it on its back!
This is like an iced up version of Stumpy!
Perhaps it shares the same weakness!
so on a scale of 1 to 10, how much bigger and stronger and scarier is Foom gonna be than the thing we just fought?
10,000.
That's what I figured.
No one said this was gonna be easy, Rocket.
Right, but 10,000 times, Quill, Drax is the literal one.
Flark and Hala!
Whoa, get a load of them claw marks.
It's gotta be Foom's, right?
He's even bigger than his legend.
So, yeah. When we find him, let's avoid the claws.
So, are we sure the Milano's gonna be okay? Because if we end up stranded here...
Okay. I'm thinking this is step one of a multi-step solution to get across this chasm.
Alright, and what are the next steps?
Still working on that part.
I could clear the rubble from that ledge, Peter Quill. I just need something to throw.
How about Quill? Come on, it's not so bad.
His fleshy brain would make a poor instrument to demolition.
My sister used to paint places like this.
Final step, Drax. If we can topple some of those rocks, we got ourselves a...
Glorious!
I swear, I've never seen you in such a good mood.
Because you have never seen me on the Great Hunt before.
What about our quarantine zone mission?
You mean our quarantine zone bust?
Drax, I know you've been waiting for this a long time. Enjoy it, man.
Thank you, Peter Quill. I must admit that with everything that has happened, I need this.
Yeah, well, maybe if we'd listened to you from the start and just gone after Foom...
Then we'd probably be dead. We so weren't ready before.
I was born ready.
Everyone get ready. There's something up ahead.
Pretty sure it sees us, whatever it is.
Great, more Foom food to deal with.
Do not underestimate anything that survives the perils of this planet.
Good advice. I really appreciate you guys!
Right back at you, Peter! Now less feelings and more fighting!
Brace yourself! The rest of you should think of this as a warm-up for Fin Fang Foom!
We don't have time for warm-up! Breaker's ritual could go off any second!
How's everybody holding up?
Still fucking freezing!
And the hunt for Fin Fang Foom continues.
Okay, let's just think things through a moment.
Since when is that a thing we do?
What if we're too late? What if Raker finishes what he started and the ritual...
Then we're doing all of this for nothing.
Not for nothing. If our final act is to challenge Fin Fang Foom, it will be an honorable final act.
I don't do final acts. I'm a survivor.
Let us hope we are not too late.
All right, let's figure out a way to get through here.
There, see? More ominous peaks.
This planet's starting to give me the creeps. I keep thinking Foom's gonna claw us from behind.
Fin Fang Foom is a legendary beast. Legendary beasts do not claw from behind.
Maybe not. Smart ones do.
If we fall this day, know that it is said Fin Fang Foom takes special care of the skulls of those he deems worthy.
I don't want Foom playing with my skull.
He will not. He will nail them to the sacred skull throne.
Why would a dragon have a throne? Is it a metaphor?
Mark! Way too close!
They say that Fin Fang Foom uses the planet's treacherous surface to test would-be adversaries.
Oh, it's Lady Hellbender legends all over again.
Well played, Kakaranthara!
Careful! That's deadly gas.
How do you know?
Hello? She's an assassin? I bet she's gassed all kinds of famous people.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. And... Anyway, let's go, Quill. Use them fancy guns of yours to freeze the source. So here's an idea. Why don't we lure Boom into one of these gas cages? Knock him out.
Cowardly. I want full credit for the kill.
Wait. Rocket, are you neck deep in water?
We're about to stare down a legendary dragon whose fate of the entire galaxy at stake. I ain't gonna hold us up.
Wow. I'm impressed. You really conquered the fear.
Yeah, well, it ain't about me no more.
It's got your name all over it, Drax. Not literally.
Instead of giving her full, any chance Lady Eighth might settle for a few of these, whatever they are?
Hope you boys aren't tired because the monsters just brought in mates!
Their numbers do not concern me!
Wonder if their evolution has something to do with the gas!
I believe you are right, Peter Quill. We should come back and study them someday.
It's Groot. Loving the initiative.
Soldraju to glow. Soldraju to glow. Heldag or Morgat. Soltat Flandergat.
This is definitely in Drax's wheelhouse.
What's taking so long?
Galmak, Galmak, Soldat Flandergath.
Drax, push it real good.
It will stand in our way no longer.
Nice! Boom won't know what hit him.
It will be more resilient than a boulder, Peter Quill.
I know. I'm just trying to be positive.
Why?
I think it's a team building thing.
We require no further team building. We are the perfect team.
We're okay.
Guys, there's so much at stake right now. I mean, if we don't get Lady Hellbender on our side, if we don't find a way to take down Raker... Whoa!
Fucking Maklu! Maklu 4, Peter Quill. You must be fair to the other Maklus. Soldraju to blue, Heldagor Morgath, Soltat Flandergath.
Careful!
Sharp! Very, very sharp!
This is nothing compared to the legendary teeth and claws of Fin Fang Foom.
You know, I'm gonna be really disappointed if he doesn't live up to all the hype.
Assuming we live that long.
Peter, look! There's smoke ahead.
Think it's Foom?
More likely it's people.
Great. Maybe they'll know where he is.
Or they'll attack us on sight. I could probably infiltrate the camp, look for weak links, make an example of the right person, lead them out in front of their crew. The shock of it will cause confusion or maybe even surrender, and we carve through the rest.
Hey, is everything okay? We didn't really talk after your,
The killing my sister thing?
Yeah, and other tangential topics.
I'm fine. Ish.
Okay.
Peter, there's a good chance Nikki's already lost.
No, I don't accept that.
And if she is, I know I'll be the one expected to make the hard call.
She's my daughter.
But I'm the killer. We both know that.
It's not gonna come to that.
And if it does? If it's a choice between her and literally everything else, Peter, you'd do anything for someone you care about. And we both know that
We both know that you would as well. Which is why you're exactly who I need to bring my girl home. Alive.
I hope you're right.
Galmat, Galmat, Soldat Flandergaard!
Boom! It's boom!
Yes!
Or
Going, keep
just
going.
let you fucking rock! Yes! Yeah, Ominous is right! Groot says to put on your sliding pants. Looks like the only way down.
Here goes!
I don't like this!
Accelerating!
Oh, man! Kinda amazing! Also really terrifying. Hello? We're looking for Fin Fang Foom, you seen him? Big wings, nasty teeth.
Purple shorts.
What do you mean, purple shorts?
What, I heard he wears purple shorts.
Ancient legends do tell of such a thing.
See?
That's gonna hit us!
There ain't no way through!
Follow me!
Get to a wall!
Trust me! Oh, yeah. I like this one.
Let's see those things in action.
I'm on it.
Melt that one, too! And that one!
How did you know your guns would work back there?
I am so jealous right now, Quill.
You should be.
What is that?
Ugh!
Well, does it burn?
It's so... I can't... jump! It's like this magic mud stuff I used to make as a kid.
There is nothing magical about mud.
You haven't been to the spa in Contraxia.
I have not.
You don't really strike me as the spa type.
Like I said, magic.
At least it ain't quite as cold in this cave.
You're the one with fur. Groot's practically naked.
Groot don't get cold. But he's a big baby in the heat.
I'm Groot.
Hey, we're all friendly. How do we get across this gunk?
Perhaps we can leap to the ledge above.
I wouldn't hold your breath.
Oh, of course not. Steady breathing is essential to an effective leap.
Step aside, mortals, and allow the Meltinator to do his mighty work.
That's a terrible name.
Huh? Got a better one?
Petey Hot Guns.
No!
Captain Fireball.
It's not even a fireball. It's more like a heat blob.
Captain Heat Blob.
Nope, no.
I swear, Quill, you get all the fun toys.
What? What about that weird gun you have that turns people inside out?
Oh yeah, the zipper. Man, I gotta fix that thing.
Groot, a little help? I am Groot. That's great right there.
What the flark?
It might be his name. Maybe he's trying to communicate.
Please don't.
Star-Lord! See? Star-Lord! Is it just me, or did he sound a little irritated?
Nope, there was definitely hatred in that voice.
Ha! Always the charmer, Quill. Check out these pointy trees.
Don't check them out too closely.
Groot says watch out for those plants with all the holes on top.
Keep your eyes peeled. Smell an ambush.
Your senses must be frightening too. I smell nothing. But we are clearly still being stalked by the snow beasts.
Burn, baby, burn!
Nice. I ain't ever gonna get tired of that.
I imagined Foom would sense our arrival and rush to face us. I am disappointed.
Maybe he's hiding from us.
Groot says those plants deserve it.
Keep it up. I'm actually starting to get warm.
Another plant falls to Captain Heatglob. With all these exceptional beasts, it is a wonder Lady Hellbender has not moved home.
Nope, still not tired of it. Yeah, I think we've earned a vacation.
Nice shot, Peter.
You think Golden Boy is getting tortured right now?
More likely Warlock is torturing Raker.
Look, Will, it's your new best bud.
I'd say communication has failed.
Another, up there.
Looks like they've evolved to survive these conditions.
Their eyes shall make an excellent coat!
They remind me of the abominable snowman!
They're about to be snow horses.
Don't expect them to say much more than Wendigo!
Gamora, put him down!
Nice to meet you. Rusty's done for.
They ain't that smart if they're fighting us!
Heads up.
Wrap him up, bud! Shoot him some muscle! When to go home! Get it?
When to go fuck yourself!
They remind me of the abominable snowman!
They're about to be snow corpses. Looks like they've evolved to survive these conditions.
Their hide shall make an excellent coat!
Find another
I think they just want to play! You know, to death! Let's see those branches!
No doubt these beasts serve as sustenance for food!
As long as we ain't what feeds them! They ain't that smart if they're fighting us!
They're fast.
Okay, I'm done playing with the snow monkeys.
Wendigo.
Is that really what we're calling them?
Hey, they're the ones who keep yelling Wendigo. See?
Sounds like we haven't seen the last of them.
They say Fin Fang Foom is a foe unlike any one could imagine.
I mean, he's basically a dragon from the fairy tales on Earth. Maybe Hellbender will want to add some of those Wendigo to her army.
Assuming they don't hold us back.
Quit trying to make friends. He's not well. What do you think, Will? They still just trying to communicate.
Heads up!
Herd us into their zoo?
Looks more like the dinner plate.
So let's make sure we don't end up on the menu.
Can we kill any faster?
Breathing room, Groot! Understood! I shall kill with haste!
I hope we.
Maybe that's why they hate us.
This reminds me of our monster hunt in the prohibited area!
Let's hope it doesn't end the same as that one. This is a bad tactical position.
We were kind of in a hurry.
Destroy!
Whoa! Did you see that thing?
And ready!
Lob it at him, big guy! Wipe him out, Rocket! I can't believe those snow monkeys got the jump on us!
Yes! Bring me more!
No one takes joy in their work like you, Drax. Can we kill any faster? It's blood cold.
Understood! I shall kill with haste!
Uh-oh.
Hey, it's that Jack Clark who was hucking rocks at us.
Let us return the favor!
Been too long since I blew something up. Yeah, I think they hold a bit of a grudge.
Last time someone got stabbed. This is a bad tactical position.
Is there a good one when it comes to these things?
This reminds me of our monster hunt in the prohibited area!
Yeah, we just turned on a thumper.
We killed their leader. They should leave us alone now.
Or seek revenge.
Think that wreck is the camp we saw?
Nah, this thing has been here for ages. Look, the smoke's coming from the other side of it.
We're close, but we're gonna need to get up there.
Oh, please. It's probably the least dangerous thing on this planet. It's just a big hunk of scrap.
All right, Groot, give me a boost.
I am Groot.
About yay high.
Yea is not a unit of measurement.
Groot knows what he means.
out here. This cold is deadly.
We can always burn Groot.
What do you see, Peter?
Rocket's right. The smoke's coming from the other side, but we gotta clear the way.
We can deal with that once all of us are up there.
I never truly believed this day would come.
Freezing your nips off with a bunch of us?
All right, heads up. I'm gonna drop something down for you guys.
I'm fine.
Look out below!
Ha! That'll work!
You think those creatures were using this ship for shelter?
Screw them! They're dead.
Here, give me a hand.
We should be ready. We don't know the source of that smoke. More hostiles.
Maybe it's just a nice warm fire and some Sikaran spirits.
No doubt it's something that'll try to kill us. This place is like a funhouse of razor blades.
Great speech.
But I'm not worried. We face meteors, poisoned Zed cats, and abominable snowmen.
Wendigo. Whatever it is, it smells.
Bodies. It smells of bodies.
Is all this Foom?
Undoubtedly.
Up ahead. Looks like there's a survivor.
Who goes there?
No head. She has no head.
I believe that repulsive tentacle orb is her head.
And I can hear you with it.
Are you the only survivor?
Clearly not. Who are you, meat sacks?
We're here for Foom.
Forget what I said. Yeah, I'm the only survivor. Or will be.
I take it you know where we can find him?
Sure. Digesting my men back at his roost. Big Eye's obelisk sticking out of the Caldera's frozen sea.
Don't worry, we'll take care of Foom.
Sure you will, Terran. Just don't come running back here when he chases you. I've still got some things to pack up.
You gonna be okay?
I don't need your pity, Terran. I'll head back to Contraxia and lick my wounds.
Ooh, hey, you may not want to do that. Contraxia isn't exactly safe right now.
When is it ever?
Seriously, maybe you should just come with us.
I've been embarrassed enough today without taking help from a stranger. I can look after myself.
Well, if you hear people talking about a promise or the matriarch, just steer clear.
I'll keep that in mind.
Sorry about your men.
Dead men collect no paychecks. Speaking of, aren't you the Mad Titan's daughter?
What of it?
Relax, I'm not looking for trouble. There was a time I'd have taken you in for the bounty.
There was a time I'd have killed you for trying.
Yeah, seems we've both got bigger problems right now.
Seems like. Any advice on taking down Foom?
Yeah, don't try.
That bad?
My men barely scratched his armor.
Great. He has armor.
You better have some serious firepower if you're gonna take on the king of the ice planet.
May as well put it to good use, right?
They ain't using it. It's all yours. Got you covered. Here's hoping we do better against Foom than this lot. Any of you corpses mind if I help myself to your stuff? No? Well, thank you.
Big ice thingy on the frozen sea, eh?
Are you Groot?
You said it, buddy. Sure is a long way down. Another hunt marker?
This one is unclaimed. No doubt it belonged to one of these corpses.
Guess they never got the chance to plan it.
I have appropriated it for our own use, to herald our bravery this day. It shall mark our ultimate conquest, or our glorious defeat.
Foom may be bad news, but he's nothing compared to the fight that comes next.
It shall mark our penultimate conquest.
One conquest at a time. All right, people. Let's catch us a dragon.
Yes, we grow ever closer to our great destiny.
You're awful chipper, considering Foom obliterated that camp like it was nothing.
We are not nothing.
I'm with Drax. No mountain too high, no valley too low.
Literally. In the case of this place.
Whoa! Take heed! The ice is amplifying our velocity!
This is how I die! Have you lost your fortune mind?
Come on! If you forget it's incredibly dangerous, it's actually kind of fun!
Indeed! Let us meet our deaths bemused!
Well, that takes care of the getting down part.
I don't even want to think about how we're gonna get back up. Or how we're gonna get Foom up there.
Look on the bright side. We may be dead.
Back on Earth, people would use dog sleds. A whole line of huskies pulling a sled across the ice.
Don't expect me to be the dog.
I was actually thinking of the Wendigo, and Foom is the sled.
That's the craziest idea I've ever heard.
Yeah. Getting too old for this.
How old are you?
Old enough.
You won't say? That's... That old?
No, that young. I was grown, remember? I ain't gonna brand myself with how many cycles I've been sucking down air.
The rodent is mentally much older than any of us,
Thank you.
and emotionally much younger.
Har har.
Ooh, I didn't think it could get any colder.
You know, it's days like these I'm glad I installed seat warmers in the Milano.
Up ahead! There's the ice obelisk.
This must be it, the frozen sea.
This is the perfect spot. Here we will challenge the great beast. Finfine Foom! Come and face your death!
What are you doing? We can't get the drop on him if he knows we're here.
Also, we're not killing him, remember?
Shout with me. Here we demonstrate our mettle.
Fin Fang Foom! Your end draws near!
Nope, not his end.
Your quill. Go!
Fin Fang Boom, it's nap time!
Rocket, it's your turn.
Did he just say my real name?
Rocket!
Fin Fang Foom! We're gonna decomboggle your flunking scut spigots! You hear me?
He hears you!
You scaly, overgrown gordle-splode! You fessed lump of Satarkian shrub meat! You don't scare us!
It feels good, does it not?
Yeah! Yeah! It actually does!
Just through here. Be ready for anything.
That is technically impossible.
So, where is he?
Maybe we spooked him.
Impossible. Foom was born without fear.
You don't know that.
In the cold heart of a dying star.
Dying stars ain't cold.
This one was.
Think his lair's behind that?
Let's find out.
Prepare yourself, Foom! You face Captain Heatblob!
Nice, Boom! Easy, Boom!
Yes, Peter Quill! Roll him into a false sense of security!
Not so invincible after all! Yeah, bust up the other pieces! Let's bring this guy back!
You said he had perfect sword!
What? Don't be ridiculous!
Hey! We earned our place!
I think Drax is having fun! He's coming down hard!
What's wrong, Boom? Ice got your claw? He's one of a kind! I'll give him that!
Vein of ice, Peter Quill!
See? Vein of Ice isn't such a bad nickname!
Aha! He is as great as the tales foretold!
Hope Lady Hellbender likes a present!
He's freaking huge! Indeed! This is even better than I had hoped!
Boom, baby! How you like us now?
Nice work, Peter!
Not so hot!
Bring it, you overgrown lizard!
Looks like he just did! Run! That was too close!
Good thinking! Muscles! Get through the head! He thinks you two can refund that rock right in the Boom's face!
Now, Peter Quill! Prime our attack!
Nice! Right in his ugly butt!
Fireball! Incoming!
Blow the way, Rocket! Hope this makes it smile, Hellbender!
Who wouldn't want a giant pet dragon?
Watch out for his... well, everything!
So much for going quietly!
Just don't get your branches burned!
Suppose we had some food as I originally suggested!
Don't rub it in! The ice isn't cracking, you big baby!
Don't fall underfoot! This has got my name on it!
Go get him, Tiger!
My great strength goes underutilized!
Let's hurry this up! I'm getting cold!
And you are not fighting hard enough, Rocket!
Look at him struggle!
Feel free to give up!
Yeah, play nice and we'll go easy on you!
Are you talking to us or Boom?
This don't get your branches burned!
Gamora! I can't believe we're fighting a dragon!
Shoot it!
Suppose we had some food as I originally suggested.
Don't rub it in!
We are ready, Peter Quill.
Nice! Fighting this ugly bug! Are we even making a tent?
We seem to be making it better! So that's progress!
Time to shred him! Feel free to give up!
Love Lady Hellbender! Promise!
Light him up, Rocket!
The beast grows desperate.
Yeah, and pissed!
And he's bound to get sloppy!
Hope this makes us square with
Not to
Hellbender!
pieces!
You would do well to use her full title in her presence. Brace yourselves! The beast commands here!
Watch out for him! Oh, everything!
So much for going quietly!
Let's knock him out cold!
Doesn't look like he's trying to make it easy on us!
Beast is most dangerous when at its most desperate. We must not fail. It will unleash me if we are ready.
Now, Peter! Get it on the top!
Hey, Quill! Wanna see like fireworks?
Fire!
Let her loose!
Yes! We stand triumphant. Whom has fallen?
Oh, hold on! No, wait, no! No, Lady Hellbender! Back up! Guys! Wait, guys, no! Lady Hellbender, we want to...
Nobody escapes my wrath.
Monster Queen of Seknarf 9, you said you'd hear him out. Promised.
Speak. I hope this is the one where you make a good speech.
We screwed up. We conned you, robbed you, killed your baby. We can't take back what we've done. But we want to make it right.
Quill...
You murdered the Dragon Lord of Kakarandara! Ah!
This isn't you.
Fate has finally brought the two of us together. Lord Foom.
The final harvest begins. Dead worlds, screaming across space. We must go. Now.
Someone needs to take a stand against the church. I could really use some help.
You pay one debt, then create another.
No, though I can kind of see...
Enough. I will gather my forces.
All right, let's go.
Yes! The noble Lady Hellbender shall fight alongside us this day. After we bested Foom the Invincible.
We found Drax's peanut butter and chocolate.
We are on the path to destiny, my friends.
I still can't believe we did it. We did do it, right?
We sure did, and we got Mantis back.
But we lost Warlock, and we'll need him to exercise the Magus once we shut down that ritual.
So we bust him out of cult prison. I've done jailbreaks before, we all have.
We still tracking him?
Oh yeah, that thing ain't coming out easy.
Good. Then all we gotta do is get there on time and hope Lady Hellbender does too.
She will. I'm certain of it.
All right. Let's gear up, people. Tie up any loose ends. Take a pee if you have to, because we're not stopping again.
Hey, Quill. Let me borrow your tunes.
Why?
I need to focus. Come on.
Do not drop that.
Mantis? What happened on Lamentis after we left? Last time we saw you, things looked dire.
It's a long story. We can talk about it after you do like Star Guy says and use the bathroom.
I don't need to.
Alright, but don't say I didn't warn you in church Grandpa makes you do faith crunches.
Wait, Raker's gonna do what?
It depends. But at some point, someone says my name, and then there's a little bit of pee.
Great. I did not want to know that.
Oh yeah, little fuzzy. Maybe the little bit of pee is you.
Nope.
Mantis! I've got so many questions.
I know, and I want so many answers. Like, seize the means of production. Or, it's not just a rash. Or, yes, it is gluten-free.
Not the answers I was looking for, but now I'm wondering about the questions.
What questions?
How did you convince Lady Hellbender to meet us on Maklu 4? You weren't even with us when we decided to go.
Actually, convincing her to go after you wasn't hard at all. But convincing her to hear you out? Whew, that was tough. I had to get all creepy mystical and spook her with warnings about what would happen otherwise.
You told her about the end of the universe, and she believed you?
Oh, no, not at first. But when I brought up all her precious monsters dying, she came around. Couldn't take that chance with her babies, you know?
What happened on Lamentis after we left? You said some people would survive, but that doesn't fare super well for the others.
Many of the elders died. They didn't resist the invasion, but they would never accept the promise. It isn't their way.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Their sacrifice bought time for me and the Kotati to hide most of the others. They will emerge when the galaxy is saved.
So you're able to hide them in the caves. Hope you told them to stay away from the fog. Well, I'm glad to have you with us.
Oh, good, because you're not always glad.
Why not?
Well, sometimes I'm your ex-wife.
What?
I think she's pulling your leg, Quill.
It only ever happens the one time, but it's so funny.
Good thinking. Get the watering sorted out before we go.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
He looks so sad, swishing around in his robes.
What'd he say?
Groot wants to water the Grand Unifier.
Oh, right.
The soaked unifier?
The Grand Humidity!
I am Groot.
Hey, Rocket. Working on something?
I'm always working on something.
How about working on my stuff, too?
I think I can handle it. Give me a tick. I'll be right there. Hey, Starscut. I hope you appreciate me more after... Anything else before I go back to my own stuff?
You're overwatering, Sir Groot.
I am Groot.
Yeah, leave him alone. I tinker when I'm stressed. Groot waters, Gamora meditates, etc.
When I'm stressed, I concentrate real hard, and sometimes I can see the birth of the universe.
Now that's... Drax! Hey, I was just...
There is no need to explain yourself, Peter Quill. Unlike the rodent, I do not mind when others are curious about my things.
It's a really cool blade.
With an equally impressive history.
You recognize it?
It belonged to Zatar the Unfinished, a great Katathian warrior king who led the first pilgrimage to Maklu IV.
Wait... So you're saying this is basically Excalibur?
I am unfamiliar with such a weapon.
It's a mythical sword belonging to a famous Earth King.
Then yes, I suppose you could say this is the Excalibur of my people. It is a symbol of a king and the great hunt he inspired for those seeking to regain a place in Ultath.
So, this great hunt thing seems like a bigger deal than I thought. Did we mess it up for everyone by capturing Fin Fang Foom?
What do you mean?
Well, its purpose is to regain entry into Katathian heaven and stuff, and now there's no Foom to, you know, send you there.
Peter Quill. There are many paths to Ultath. The pilgrimage to Maklu IV is but one of them.
Right.
When Thanos murdered my family and destroyed my village, twice I chose the path of revenge. First I raised a small army of Katathian warriors. Even outnumbered, we cut our way through the Chitauri line and challenged Thanos himself.
Wait. On Katath, you faced Thanos twice during the Galactic War?
Yes. But I was not strong enough the first time.
Strong enough to survive?
Thanos allowed me and a few others to live, to set an example. Defeated and humiliated, the surviving members of my squad chose to make the pilgrimage to Maklu IV. But I could not. I continued to walk the path of revenge. Until you helped me put the ghosts of Hovat and Camaria to rest.
To be fair, I had a lot of help.
And yet you have given me a new purpose, Peter Quill. Seems my destiny was not in the mountains of Kakarantara after all, but here, on this ship, with you.
Zatar sounds like a hero of yours.
King Zatar. And he is. Every Katathian warrior knows the story of his pilgrimage to Maklu-4.
Why is he called Zatar the Unfinished, then?
In the history of my people, a rival king attacked Zatar's lands, easily overwhelming his forces. Captured and broken, Zatar challenged the rival king to a fight to the death, but the conqueror refused, banishing him to a life of dishonor and disgrace instead. So King Zatar went to Maklu-4 to challenge the mighty Fin Fang Foom and change his destiny.
Well, that's depressing.
How is it depressing?
Because he obviously failed. Fin Fang Foom's still alive and kicking, mostly.
He did not fail, Peter Quill. King Zatar did not vanquish Fin Fang Foom, it is true. But he did redeem himself in the eyes of his people.
By dying? Not exactly a happy ending.
By never giving up. A warrior only truly dies when he stops living. King Zatar proved that our stories, the records of who we were in life, are ours to shape. He could have died a coward who lost his place in Ultath, or he could do what I and many of my people believe he did. Change the ending of his story.
Well, I'm glad you're here with us now. I can't guarantee where our path will take us, but hopefully somewhere with lots of money and comfort.
I do not have a doubt in my heart, Peter Quill, that we will have moderate success.
I'll accept moderate.
Hey, Bug Lady, you see anything about this mission we should know about?
I don't see much. Or rather, I see too much. So many realities converging.
Does Lady Hellbender ever stand us up?
Only in a few versions. Usually when Star Guy does a bad speech. Oh, and also in one version where he grabs her butt. Aw, she says thank you for getting rid of Aiden Warsock. Apparently she likes me better.
Adam Warlock?
Yeah, him. She thinks I'm bleats. It translates weird.
Gamora Zenhuberi, you wish to practice hand-to-hand techniques.
It's still weird when you say my actual name.
I am getting used to it. Peter Quill, spar with me.
I think I'll pass, Drax. I, don't want to get tired before the real fight.
Tired, but this is the warm-up.
Not a bad idea. We don't know what's gonna happen when we get out of hyperspace. What if we get ambushed?
That's what guns are for.
Ugh, guns.
I think I preferred when you two didn't get along. But those moves are really going to impress Lady Hellbender.
I do not need to impress her. Besting the great Fin Fang Foom is proof enough of my combat skills.
Yeah, that would do it.
I'm not sure Lady Hellbender was really impressed with how we handled that fight. You know, since we accidentally killed that dragon before Groot revived him.
Would you not be impressed by a man slaying a